Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we got a new video on the Dart Zone Buccaneer. I'm sure you guys obviously saw the unboxing video. Not many people watch the unboxing videos, they usually wait till the reviews comes out. But some of you may have watched it already, so you knew it was coming. Made by Dart Zone. It doesn't show it on the box like anywhere, and I think it's just a way for them to save money and to bring blasters to other places. Because the build quality is still there. I definitely think it's still made by the Dart Zone people. It's not a sub company or anything like that, I don't believe. But yeah, it does have Dart Zone on the warning label on there. No, there it is, not there, it's there. But yeah. So, and shows you the instructions on how to use it on the back. Yeah. So, pretty cool. So we get it out of the box. It comes with 4 of their waffle tip darts in there as well. Very cool. I also have my own waffle tips, which these ones have a thicker foam and are designed for blasters like this, so they seal up better. But yeah, the first thing I noticed straight away is it's very much like a real firearm in terms of the ergonomics. It feels amazing, honestly. The bird's head grip on these pistols, they don't look comfy, but they do feel great. Once you figure out where to hold it on the grip, it feels really good. Surprisingly, this blaster is mainly for left-handed people. I'm left-handed, so it's fine, because the cock is on the right-hand side, so when you're right-handed you have to physically turn the pistol over and kind of break your grip to cock it each time. Doesn't really matter, it just slows it down slightly, but very easy to do left-handed. The hammer does return forward, and I believe that is just to stop people from catching their fingers in it. But there is one thing I noticed, if you are wanting the hammer to kind of look a bit more realistic, you can hold it with the edge of your thumb, and when you pull the trigger, it goes forward. And you get a little bit of like fake recoil with it too. Still fires the same way, but it goes forward with it, so it's quite cool. You can do it, once you practice, you can do it kind of every time as well. But yeah, that's just if you want to make it look more realistic, maybe for a photo shoot or something that you're doing with cosplay. But at first glance it kind of looks like a normal flintlock pistol that you'd load once and prime the pan and fire it. However, it's not. It's a 4-barreled pistol, and when you get it from the different angle, it looks like a pepper box. If you line up the barrels like that, squared with the blaster, it looks like a pepper box. But I think it was actually a good idea for them to make this a 4-shot instead of just a single shot. It makes it a bit more usable as a sidearm, not just cosplay. And I don't know, I think it makes it kind of look a bit more cooler in a sense. But yeah, most of the things are modelled on there. The pan obviously isn't real, it's just sort of moulded in. But, you know, it looks legit in a sense, and it looks good from further away. So yeah, there is a few things on it that make it look kind of futuristic. We've got like a futuristic kind of pummel on here. I think it looks kind of futuristic. And then we've got like the crown logo on here. So this crown would signify that it's been it's part of the Royal Armoury in the UK. So it's quite funny that. And then we've got some trademarks. We've got Buccaneer written on here, which I think is really cool. And then it says powered by PTDZ, which is plunger. I think it's plunger tube Dart Zone, but I'm not completely sure. But the plunger tube is directly behind this. I did take an LED and shone it, and this is the whole plunger tube here. It's a very nice size plunger tube, and it's on both sides of this. There is a warning label in between as well. Don't aim at eyes or face. We've got some little bit of texturing on the design of the trigger guard. I really like it. Fake screws and stuff on the plates. Really nice fake engraving on the sides of the receiver too. And yeah, it looks all legit, like you've got like a fake screw there too. One thing I really like about this as well is that it's not a hinged trigger, it's a trigger that goes straight back, so you can really get a nice trigger pull on this. It's very nice. We've got a front sight, no rear sight, but that is on purpose. You're supposed to kind of raise it until you see that front sight and then you're ready to go. So yeah, interesting design on this as well. It's kind of like red instead of wood, gives it more of like a redwood look from a distance away, but then when you bring it closer you see that it's actually transparent. There is a cocking indicator here too. The one little gripe I have about this is, not many other people have mentioned it either, but it says pull the hammer back until you hear a click. The yellow window shows that the blaster has been loaded. So you're supposed to pull this back until you hear the click, and I will show you now what happens if you do that. You see how it's not engaging? I'm waiting for the click and then let go of it. So what it is you've got to pull back till you hear the click and then pull back a bit further. And you hear a slight little click, which you can barely hear between all those other clicks. And I'll bring it closer for you. So that's where you hear that click, and if you let go, it doesn't stay cocked. It's that second little click that you hear which primes it. So instead of listening to that, what I say is just pull the hammer back as far as it will go before you fire it. So like that, then let go of it, and then you're fine. The other thing I wanted to compare this to is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle revolver, just because of the hammer system here. The grips are very nice, but the grip is slightly different on this. It's a bit more angled like a Glock. You kind of have to bring it forward a little bit, like cant it forward to get it to be in line. But a lot of people complain about reaching up and cocking it. I've got quite large thumbs, so I don't really have a problem. I can hold it normally and cock it and fire it. However, this one actually has an extended hammer. A lot of people didn't mention this, but if you stack up the grips together and you look, you get more reach from this hammer. It's hard to stack them up correctly. That was just a brief way of showing you. It wasn't actually stacked up, but I barely have to reach for the hammer. And I think that's a deliberate thing. When you look at some of the mod kits for the Rebel reskin or Rebel revolver in itself, they have much larger, much easier to grip hammers on there. So this is actually a step up in a sense from that, because the hammer is just a nicer hammer to grip. So yeah, 4 shots, which is quite cool. It's very light, and also because it has that firearm outline, this goes into holsters so much easier than something like this would, because it's just massive. It's so slim and compact. You get one less shot in this. This is a 5 shot. It looks like a 6 shot, but it's actually a 5 shot revolver. So you get one less shot, but you get a much more narrower, compact package. It can go in a holster and you can draw them a lot easier. This is actually probably one of the best sidearm revolvers I've ever seen, to be honest, just for that fact that it's light, easy to prime, and narrow, easy to put in a holster too, which you don't usually see from Nerf guns ever. I've never really seen it. Most Nerf blasters have a weird outline that you can't put in a holster. So this is one of those that changes that. It changes the game in a sense, a little bit. So yeah. These are rated 8+, so what you'll be expecting is normal Nerf performance. So we've got one of these waffles, and we've got a Nerf dart there. It fires from that way, so if you line that up like that, when you prime it, you will have your shot ready. You can see it's not bad. It's like 75 feet per second, which isn't too bad. It's within that, you know, low enough range that it's you know, for kids, but that's actually a good enough power for it to be used as a sidearm as well. You're not going to be shooting this at long range. I'm sure you can, and I found that this is very accurate. But yeah, we'll put it to the test. We can go to the range and test that. Okay, so this is the shooting portion of the video. I thought I'd change it up and make it first person instead. Let me know if you guys would prefer this over how I usually do it in future for other videos. Again, I've said about this before, this is not my house, this is not my floor, this is outside. It just looks like inside with the way they've set this building up. And this is a shared flooring, and that is not what I done. That's my neighbours. No matter how much I clean this floor, they still continue to make it a mess. But anyway, let's actually see how far this can shoot. We are closer this time. You can see it's still pretty far. I wasn't joking in my videos. This is a long distance even from here. So the stairs adds an extra couple meters. Anyway, let's see how far this can shoot. We're going to try some AccuStrikes because they are probably the best, to be honest, for a blaster like this. I do have some other ammo types to test out too. Drop the other ones on the floor for now. Okay. So I'm hitting it, but I don't think I'm knocking them over. Let me try aiming it without the camera, right-handed. I'm left-handed, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna try some different ammo in this to see how it works. Just gonna be grabbing different darts out of my pocket and just seeing how they work. Alright, so we brought the target a little bit closer just to make it a little bit easier. Maybe I can aim through the camera that way. That hit it. That definitely hit that one on the left, but it didn't actually knock it over, so. Try a solid tip dart, that might help. There we go. Okay. It's very hard to hit with this because there is just front sight, there is no blades, so you kind of go all over the place. But it does work with any darts because it's a front loader, and that's why I like this as well. There we go. It's a lot of fun, and it's not very loud either. It's quite powerful. I'll show you the distance. Yeah, you can see it's not too inaccurate. It's just those are quite small targets, I think. Pinpoint actually isn't really great for long darts. You can also hold it like this as well. There we go. Yeah, very, very cool blaster. Definitely recommend buying one if you can. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.